Hey everybody, it's Tarina. So we did this project, this beautiful board, and I didn't love after everything dried. I just still don't feel like I can see the blue. And so I grabbed a couple of colors that I thought might work better. I don't think the retro, I think it's too bright, but maybe if we added that, and I'll show you how to mix some colors. I think colonial blue is just bleh. And so for this, because I want it bright, so I'm going to mix some colors, show you how to mix some colors and see what works best for us. But there's a couple other things I wanted to fix before I do anything else. And there's a couple of boo-boos. We're also going to show you, I thought to kind of, whatever color we decide on, I need to do the same here. And so I'm going to leave it, but we're going to do some highlighting. So I'll show you how to do that. Also, some of the white right here and right here, it lifted off because I let it dry in the screen. So I got a chalk marker to fix that. So a couple of the things I'm going to use, I got a tray to mix some colors. I got a multi-tool and a detail tool. I do have some squeegees. I got a chalk marker. I also got one of our other little detail tools and one of our paintbrushes. I grabbed just a wipey because this is a reusable surface actually. And so I'm just going to wash it off with a wipe, which is kind of nice. Now I could essentially just wash off the whole thing if I wanted to. The other thing that's really important is the next step that we're going to do. It's really important that your transfer after you wash it off is completely dry. It's really important to do that because we're going to line things back up, and you don't want a wet transfer being lined up on your surface. Okay, so I'm going to take these guys off, put them to the side, and hold on. I got a little string or something in my transfer. I'm really not ready for this. I think I'm going to wait on this. Let's mix some colors first. Oh, no, actually, I'm going to do the white marker. So I'm just touching up. It's nice to have the little white marker, little chalk marker. You can write names or whatever, or just fix. And it's just white chalk, and it erases just like our chalk paste, like it never happened. Isn't that cool? This one looks okay. Everything else looks okay. Oh, I got a little spot right there. Let's just fix that. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, so let's mix colors. I don't exactly know which. So this was a this color right here. It's really bright. I think it'd be too bright for the look that I'm going for. But that doesn't mean that it couldn't brighten up my cadet. So I wanted to add, this was a color of the month. So if you don't have retro, you can always use colonial blue, and that's just fine. So this is such a beautiful color. Let me go throw that away real fast. And I still am in my kitchen. Like I said, it's been a while since I've been in my kitchen crafting. All right, and then I'm going to grab the colonial blue. I've got blue everywhere. And that's a pretty color, but I just feel like I love the retro. I think it's so pretty. So I'm going to grab out my cadet because I still want to go with this base. And so let's grab some of this. I'm not going, I mean, I'm going to need some, but not a ton. Okay. You guys, I've got blue everywhere. All right, so let's pull up some of the retro. And you don't want to put too much that you're going to waste, but you don't want to not have enough. Does that make sense? I really think this is going to be pretty. Just really mix it. So I don't want it to be the colonial blue, and I don't want it to be light blue. I just want it brighter than it was before. I think it needs a little more cadet. So let's add just a little bit more cadet. But look how cool that is. Definitely darker. And I don't know if you guys know this, but you can mix your colors. They're all acrylic based. The pigments are acrylic based. So it's definitely much brighter than the colonial. So I'm not even going to entertain the colonial. But I think I need a little bit more cadet. And just really mix that in. Yeah, I like that. It's really pretty. What do you guys think? It's much richer than the retro and brighter than the cadet. What do you guys think? So it's brighter than the cadet and deeper than the retro. You see that? I love that. I think that's gonna work for us, you guys. Okay, so don't let it touch anything though, because you don't want it to get in the lid of the other things. All right, so I'm just gonna set it aside. I don't want to waste it. Oh, you guys. Oh, I'm a hot mess. I don't want to waste it. All right. Just going to set that there. So the one thing that I did want to do is do a little bit of shadowing on this to kind of, it's another technique, right? So I'm going to get a little jar of water. And you don't want it too wet. So I'm just kind of pulling with the water because you don't want it super dark. And see how the there's already those lines that are supposed to help with the shadowing. Go there with the color. You see that? And you can come around this and give it a little shadow, but see how you're going to do a little darker where those lines are. Isn't that beautiful? And that's all shadowing is. It's just kind of grabbing a lighter color than you're working with it just gives it a lot more dimension. And I won't have to go back over with the transfer on this. Just a little bit of water. Because you can really see that. But you could do this with any transfer. It doesn't have to have the lines or whatever. It just helps that this one does. And if you feel like it's too dark, just dab it off on a piece of paper, or sorry, a cloth or a wipe. And I'm not a painter, you guys. I'm not a painter. I don't know technical terms. I just know what works for me. Isn't that pretty? I hope you guys can see this okay. I'm trying to watch and not get too heavy-handed. Like I said, I'm just kind of lightly going on the edges that don't have the shadowing already. Just to give it a little more dimension. What do you guys think? You see that? All right, let's finish up over here. And if you mess up, you guys, guess what? It's just chalk. You can erase it. Isn't that the beautiful part? And I'm just going inside the ribbon banner, the little banner thing. Did I get all the places? I think I did. What do you guys think? Doesn't it give it just even more dimension? I think it's really beautiful. So great. Okay. I'm just going to sit here and fuss with it. All right. So lots more dimension just by adding that shadowing. Okay. So I'm going to set this guy aside. Now let's put the transfer over the top. Okay. So what you're going to do is now you're going to line up the parts that you can see. So I can see the white parts. Okay. This transfer is completely dry. And then I'm going to look and I can see that the letters, the blue letters down here are lined up. Okay. So let's just grab our new color and drag that across. Okay. Make sure I got all the places. Okay. Look at that. Look at just how much that just brightened that up. Isn't that pretty? Let me just dry this real quick. Still blue, but it's so much brighter. But because we used the Cadet as the base, it still carries that pigment. Okay, so let's line up the stars now, because there's a couple of blue places that I want to, again, I'm using the white as a big lineup, okay, and those gold stars. Again, if you need help, ask somebody for help, because this is a big transfer. All right, let's just start with those. I'm going to grab my multi-tool this time and then just go over the blue where I had the blue before. I did grab a detail tool. I could probably use that, but this one was already dirty. Try not to dirty too many things. And I'm trying to work quickly. But again, the most important thing is to wash it out, dry it, make sure it's completely dry. Okay. Pull that up. Oh yeah, those are much brighter. Much brighter. That's pretty. Dry those. So one really quick thing I want to show you with this guy right here, this little tool. I noticed that it kind of pulled up a little tiny piece right there of the blue from underneath. So I'm just going to use this almost like a paintbrush and just fill in where it did that. Did kind of here too. It's kind of the squeegee material and it's pointy, so it really helps to get into the little nooks and crannies. And honestly, if you didn't want to line the transfer back up, you could just go over it with the new color like this, like you're just painting. This one pulled up. So we're just going to paint it. No chalk emergencies, friends. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, let me dry that really fast. Okay, the last thing we need to do is these little stars right here. And this time we are going to get a detail tool right here. It's half the size of a multi-tool. We're just going to go over where we did the blue stars. I think that was it. Yep, I think that was it. All right, we're going to pull this whole thing up. See what we got. Yeah, that's beautiful. So much brighter. So much brighter, you guys. You dry those little stars real fast. All right, let me put this in the sink. Okay, let me grab the little add-ons real fast. Show you guys what it looks like. I didn't put any magnets on the back yet. But that will be next. Oh my gosh, you guys. You guys, look how cute that is. Like, it was already good, and now it's like better. It's even better. And so that blue really pops. The shading works. I fixed that little boo-boo down there. I fixed some boo-boos here and there. You guys, this looks so good. I'm really excited. So I will add the magnets, and then I'll take a final picture for you guys so you can see. What do you think? I think it turned out really good. All right. Well, thanks for being here for a second time with me on the same project. Just kind of zhuzhing it up a little bit. This has been Tarina with Create with Tree. That's me. I'll see you guys next time.